What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This working out here? Not yet. We're getting there. Hey, Jet Fan 2004, what's going on, man? A little bit late, trying to get things dialed in for the stream this evening. Didn't have a lot of time to set it up. Let's see, getting some things figured out. Bear with me here. Let's see. Bear with me, y'all. I'm sorry. Here we are. We're rolling. Good. 13 in here. Thanks for that. Just have to do a minor edit because it puts the title wrong. Perfect. And not quite a way to save that. It is what it is. Appreciate it, guys. Let's see, get in here on the Stream Labs app. What I want is to see studio mode. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 49 of RC Pilots Lounge. We're here and we are excited. We had a big day flying. It was awesome. So just kind of getting myself recombobulated here for episode 49. Oh, we're going to talk about that Marlin. Believe it. So, you know how I like to do. I'm going to recap a little bit while folks are filling in and all that good stuff. Crazy day. You guys know how it is. I work on Saturday, and we're looking at houses and all that stuff. So we sold our house, and we made an offer on one today. They accepted, so we bought one today. Didn't know till 8 o'clock. I had to chase down the mailman today to get this thing behind me, the big one, not the Marlin, but the big guy. And then met Captain Mike out at the field, and we worked up some aircraft videos for you, which are going to be really fantastic. I can't wait for you to see them. We flew the Marlin a lot. So let me open up this shot a little bit for you, and I want you to see this bird. Let's see, just tweaking a little bit, guys, for you. So bittersweet, to be honest with you, because, all right, here's a bigger shot. We're gonna put the star of last week's show down here with me. I should put something in it. There we go. Sorry, guys. I mean, for real, I just got home from the field, gave the kids a squeeze, told them congrats on the house that we just bought, that they all liked as well, and crammed a cheeseburger in my face, and then here we are. And then I had trouble with the software. Sorry I was late. I've been playing around with the other software just so I could also have guests on and everything like that. Kevin Farros, I got no acreage whatsoever, but the house is across the street from the neighborhood pool, the baseball diamond, a little park, and it's like I could almost throw a rock and hit my place of business. So it's pretty, it ticks every box except that one, so I'll deal. Checking in from Jets over Kentucky, Sean Gallagher, that's fantastic. Jordan Dole, the house did not come with the runway, but it's got a nice new awesome like finished basement that is going to be the new studio for RC Pilots Lounge. No, I'm on Streamlabs, Boozer. I didn't have, man, I had less than 10 minutes to set this all up, and so no. So, maiden flight on the Marlin, the hobbyzone.com Marlin. It was fantastic. I maidened on 3000s 4S Admirals all the way forward right up to that like foam bulkhead, and it flew amazing. The elevator appeared to be neutral, just flew awesome. Flew it like that for like 3 flights, right? Then we tried to take it off of grass with a 3000. Not happening. Couldn't even see the wheels in the grass, and our grass had been cut pretty, recently. So we put a 2200 in it, which I thought was going to be too light after flying it on 3000s where I thought it was perfect. And so I knowing that I had it trimmed out and flying awesome on the 3000s, I gave it like 3 clicks a down elevator when I put the 2200 in there, 4S. Put it in the same place because that's all the way forward, and it was dynamite as well. I couldn't believe it could get any better. I'm not kidding you guys. Wait till you see it. I filmed it a few times. I had Mike fly it, and I had our buddy Bobby Committa fly it. And man, they all really said the same thing. So just like any planes, you got to keep care of the hinges. Like I think there ought to be some hinge tape probably on my flaps now because we were using them. I mean, full flaps. Didn't need any down or up elevator mixing. It was awesome. So you guys who pulled the trigger on this thing, you're not going to be disappointed. It was fun. Now, it's typical of a jet though. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, depending on how you fly it. Of course, it was like 90 degrees out. We flew 6 flights back to back, no breaks, and this thing was fine. And then we flew it another couple times later. We didn't belly land it. Nah, I'd left the gear in. Flight time on the 3000, probably 3.5 minutes. You'll have to check your cells, but they were coming down pretty good. I know I checked it a couple times while we were filming, so I'll have to look back at that to know where I ended up. But it's a nice flying plane, and it's spunky enough that guys with experience are going to have fun. But it's also so light on the wing loading and entry, cost of entry and everything like that. Super nice for entry level jets. It's so easy to get to the servo to tweak it, if you have to, like the wheels not straight or whatever, and you want to mess with that on the servo splines, the arm, because this bolts onto a flat spot, so it is what it is down here. Of course you can trim those things out, but I kind of like to stay around neutral. But yeah, no stabilization, no gyro, no nothing in here. Flew 3000s and 2200s, and it was spot on for everybody who flew it. So be looking out for those videos. Was glad to get that done. Eric Rogers, that's fantastic. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's a good jet, man. 159. You got to be crazy. Mike Kennedy's putting the Hawk together. Congratulations, man. That's fantastic plane. Bobby's Hobbies, good to see you, man. We saw you last night. Good deal. And we'll crack into this A-10 in a minute. I'm just sitting down. And then we flew, so I flew, I haven't shown you guys yet. I still have the first 3 flights on my Freewing F-18 to show you. But, so I put a gyro in it because I wanted to. Eric, we'll talk about grass in a second. So yeah, man, I flew it twice, but while I was waiting on Mike today, amazing. Flew it another time with the guys, like kind of formation flying, awesome, no problem. My F-18 crashed. It went in. I don't know what happened. Everything was cool, and it just, bam, it was done. It wasn't like a LVC. I mean, there was no control, just nose slam. And my 7th flight, brand new jet. So I'll be going through the proper channels to talk about that. So on grass with the Marlin, um, I'd say it's got to be super. You guys will be the judge of that for yourself in the video because we filmed it all, dude. It would not get off the grass with the 3000. Simply. If it was putting green, sure. But I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. It's a 4-cell power jet. The wheels are very small. Like, to expect it to get off of grass is, I get it. We all expect them to do that stuff. But it had a hard time. So 3000's no love at all. Would not get off the grass. 2200s, struggling. But it got off. I did get it off. And you'll see it. It was ugly. So I did hand launch it a couple times just with the wheels on it just to show y'all. But grass ops, unless it's a putting green, you gotta look at somewhere else, or just be prepared to hand launch it, which would be fine. You get rid of that servo and all that stuff in the front, which would be really easy to do, and you'd have a nice hand launch EDF. And Dennis Farley's boy already made some skids to cover up those control arms for guys who are going to think about belly landing this on the grass. We can talk to Dennis Farley's boy Mitchell about that. Ron, it was my free wing one. Boozer, it was, dude. We filmed I had a witness too. We filmed everything all day, but that wasn't on film. We'll get to it, Plane Crazy. You know what? This has got to be on my time tonight, y'all. Yeah. Anyway, so don't know what it is. Whatever they want, my components or whatever. I'll let them have them. I'm bummed though. I'm bummed, dude. Nothing wrong with it. I was kicking its butt, dude. Looked amazing. I keep a strip of grass long at the back of my property for exactly that reason. All that was in the truck was the free wing from his live stream this afternoon. Yeah, I didn't have my FMS one. Yeah, the free wing one, I took the Marlin and the Slash 850. I'm scared to death to hand launch that son of a gun. That FMS Flash 850. It looks like an accident waiting to happen, but we'll see. Yeah, Wings 88. People have asked me about that, and I haven't known anything. I'm too busy to be on the forums. I haven't heard a word about the F-18, to be honest with you. I just talked to my buddies about setting it up, and I tend to. Oh, it's hard to. You know what? A lot of times you hear rumors and stuff, and I hate to go bypassing blue boards just for the sake of bypassing blue boards, but. Anyway, I really don't want to talk about it a whole lot. Anybody's got something to say that seems really pinpoint character trait or the same thing happened to them, please hit me up privately. And it was the stock setup, Kevin. Yep, stock setup, man. Yep. Bill Surratt, yes. So I think next time, yeah, I should catch up on. There's so much, for lack of sounding like a ass. There's so much to sift through on the forums to get to the good stuff that I just don't go. So I've missed out on speculation. You know, when it's easy for guys who have a little experience to think it's greenhorns making mistakes until something happens to. This was obviously not me, you know what I mean? When it's me, actually, I'm a little more, I'm happier when it's my fault. Does that make sense? I'm happier when it's my fault because I can fix that. And that also means I usually know what I did wrong. Yeah, I want to get another one, dude, for sure. Tim, sorry to hear, Ryan. I've grounded my F-18 since Neffy. Don't know if there's an issue or not. Yeah, man. I tell you, I think I'm just gonna. I hate it, but I think I'll probably go for the blue board. Will just serve to do the gear and like the sequencing. You know, otherwise I'm gonna go the old-fashioned way. But really not trying to. I want satisfaction is what I want. But anyway, it's a weird deal to have a show and an issue at the same time. Yeah, John Knob, I'd be glad to send them my components, dude, to look at and try to figure out what's going on, so they can fix it. If there is an issue, I don't really know of anything. You know what, every plane, there's always some kind of like underlying rumor, and you never know if it's like a legit thing or if it's just if it is something. So anyway, I'm gonna go through the proper channels and do whatever they want to do. I think for me though, I'm gonna go the old-fashioned way though from now on. Yeah, I wish it was my fault instead. So anyway, yeah, Bill, you fly, you crash, but most of the time when you don't, it's tough. Appreciate that, John. I was flying Futaba on that one, and that stuff's been bulletproof for me. It wasn't like an LVC deal. You know, your motor, if you're flying the battery down that low, you just lose your power, but not your steering. You know, and the battery was at 373s. I mean, it was getting there. It was time. I was on base. I was about to land it, but it was violent. Anyhow, so the Marlin was fantastic though. Can't wait for the videos. Our buddies in here, Tim, the guy who was flying the Red Tail Mustang on the video we just released of the Red Tails, which I think I released that this week. I don't remember if I had already done that last show or not. Yeah, I don't, you know what? Well, it really, the thing about opening support tickets and things like that is it's a good way to compile data. And so if enough people report their issues, they can make sense out of it. Well, I don't know. Then if it's not the BEC, then it's some servo somewhere that can't keep up with the demand on it. Elevator servos on full flying stab, I mean, it slammed its nose down. So that's a pitch issue. You know what I mean? If it's not pitched, then it's BEC, blue box, or something. So, I mean, looking at maybe elevator. Who knows, man? I'm just like, give me the freaking fix me up. I'll be making a ticket. Yep. Anyway, Bill Surratt, I see what you're saying. Thanks. New Mexico Desert Race, or sup fellas, what would you guys get first, the Freewing A-10 80mm or the 90mm F-22? I'm saying F-22, man. A-10s are awesome, and I'm about to crack one open, but man, the F-22 is special. Yeah, I mean, you might as well go that for the rudder too. You know what I mean? Just leave the gear, lights, any sequencing on the blue boxes, and that'll be it. Yeah, we filmed a lot of these, Dennis. So anyway, love the plane. Enjoy that big F-18, and enjoyed the small one enough that I had to get the big one, and maybe now I'll just get a Blue Angels. But you know, I haven't even paid for that thing yet. You know what I mean, guys? You know what I'm saying? Yikes. How do you get another one if you... It wasn't me, though. That's the thing, man. It wasn't me. Okay. I really hope to be done with that. So don't forget, listen in the briefing room, and you shall be rewarded. Okay. Um, yeah, Dennis Farley, man, 3 minutes is long enough to hold your breath. So that'll be good for you on a jet. And it really does get you used to kind of the jet deal, right? Um, so, all right. So, any questions about the Marlin before I kind of shift gears here? Look at this slushy thing from. It was so hot out there, dude. I could not wait. There was nothing to drink, and I could not wait. Um, oh my goodness, so delicious. Yeah, guys, the Marlin. I cannot wait. I will. I have so many videos I can't get through that are already filmed and in the queue. Lee Davidson's Hanger asks a good question. Marlin or Viper? If you're a 6 cell guy, then the Viper's cool. If you want to spend up your 4S packs on a jet though, or you only have 4S packs, then I would say the Marlin is where to go. Dave's RC, what's going on? Slow flight on the Marlin is pretty good, especially with the 2200 in it, man. I mean, the vertical was amazing too. Yeah. Now, when you have the heavier battery in there, it's definitely not going to be the same on vertical, but it penetrates wonderful. And like I said, I was dead level neutral elevator with the 3000, gave it just 2 or 3 clicks of down elevator when I put the 2200 in it, because I just didn't think it was going to be enough. And man, it was spot on. It flew amazing. So yeah, the lighter packs are awesome. Does the Marlin fly about like the other cookie jets that look like it, or does it bring anything special to the table? The what's special about it is that it's 4S power and solid quality, kind of modern design, and finish and fit the way it goes together. You know, this little guy here, 64 millimeter 11 bladed fan, sounds really whooshy. For a 64 millimeter jet, it's got ample room in the battery compartment too, which this thing has more room in the battery compartment than the 6S e-flite Viper does, and this is a 4S jet. It doesn't have retracts, but it does have flaps, and there's room for a gyro if you want to put one in there. It's fun. Bill Shepard, Marlin fly like the Futura? Yeah, I mean, very similar sport jet flight character. It was very similar to every sport jet that I've flown. It's just, it's nice and light and 4S. So, I mean, it's not, you're not going to write a letter home to mom about how fast it was, but it's good enough. So, I mean, really, wait till you see. This is what I said at the end of the videos. I was like, guys, we've been talking a lot, but watch these videos. The plane will speak for itself. So what's up, David Christie? So yeah, that's what's up with the Marlin. Be looking for it. I don't know what I want to make first. You know, we filmed, I like I said, I got the Freewing F-18 videos from the other day I haven't put up yet, and then I filmed one take today with the gyro, and it was awesome. And then we just filmed probably 6 or 7 flights of this Marlin today. So I definitely did I clocked in for the Hobby Zone folks today for sure. Love RC was flying F-15s at our club today. Those things are fast on 4S 2200s. Nice. I am totally going to get the Freewing F-15, man. I can't help it. I've been wanting it forever, and I keep waiting, making myself wait or get the next new thing. Well, I've got a power system now that I could put in a F-15R Plus with this 9-blader, you know, new power system. Still gets 3 minutes, but need to close on the house so I can get something. I want to replace that son of a gun. So yeah, let's start cracking into this thing. When we get set up at the next house, I'm gonna have multiple cameras so we can do over the top shot, you know, of the unboxings and things like that. Yeah, so you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna start. Dennis, you have any questions about this thing? You hit me up personally if you'd like. I think, Dennis, I might want you to put Dave Marshall. That's not a bad idea. Which planes do you have in the queue? You should put up a poll in the pilot's lounge and let us make a tough decision for which ones you post first. That's not a bad idea. Boozer has one and still haven't flown it. Great to be here, Ryan. Smacked my free wing F-18 on landing today, but just broke the little white strut on the front gear. Easy fix. Still love the jet. Yeah, I love the jet. Oh, F-15, Kevin. I got you. Good video today, Dave's RC. Awesome. Did you get your maiden off, Dave's RC, on your F-86? I haven't had a chance to see it, man. I've been on the move all day. I'll be checking that out. Check out Dave. You guys, I hope all of you that are in the room here hang out on the other live streams. Our buddy Dave's RC's Toe the Line on Friday nights. I'm locking it in on Saturday, and Mary Boozer's doing his thing on Sunday. Mary Boozer just hit 1,000 subs, so he's like big YouTuber now. So now we can go to conferences, whatever. Anyway, check out Dave's RC's. I'm gonna check it out when I get a chance here. His maiden on his F-86. We had a good time flying today, man. Bobby Comida and Adam C. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. You guys know him if you're on Facebook. He's a super smart guy. I'm gonna have him on the show one of these days, and so I'm gonna give you all some homework right now. 75 folks in here. That's awesome. I want you guys to, don't ask me now, please, but I want you to, in your mind, start thinking about questions you would ask a guy who knows a lot about batteries and the technology. He's just a guy like us. He doesn't sell them, nothing like that. Officially official. Now you can run ads too, Boozer, and all that other great stuff. Dave Marshall, I hear you, but it's kind of, I mean, it's a big deal when you have to work for that. Welcome all to the Hangar Rats for the 13th of July. Yeah, man. Sold my house, bought one, crashed my jet, got one. Let's start opening up this this A-10 a little bit, should we? Not yet under review. Yeah, you'll get it. It's just a time thing. Yeah, RC Weaving, do it. Jeff's Custom RC, sounds like he had a good day. 10+ minute videos, put ad in middle, and revenue goes way up. Yep, been doing it. Love, appreciate it. Yeah, anytime I get a chance to do that, I do. If it doesn't need to be that, though, it's not. A-10, let's see it. Cool. All right. Yeah, guys, do you have any idea? So let's talk about the A-10 a little bit while I unbox this thing and do my best by myself to show you what's up. Cool. So this thing shipped on the 12th of June. And I just got it. So these things aren't, I don't think they're available yet, are they? Does anybody have one? So I'll do an assembly video, like legit, on this one. That looks awesome. And you've got that new connector that's supposed to not, you don't have those bullets like you used to have. So that looks cool. I'm actually super excited to fly this because I have the other one. And I want to see if this one being lighter on the wing loading makes a notable difference. Ball links, big servos, easy access, gear doors. Nice. Second verse, same as the first. I did not have the version 1. I did, however, have the free wing one. You know what's hilarious? I told my kid when we did the Arctic Camo Free Wing F-16 that he goes, "What's that one called, Dad?" I said, "That one's called karate, for karate lessons. When I'm done with this one, it's gonna pay for your karate lessons." And so I showed him a picture of this Arctic Camo A-10, and he said, "Oh, cool, another karate plane." I was like, "No, Ray, I'm keeping this one." So got my screws and stuff like that. Some well-appointed ordnance. Looks really good. Actually, that's 2 of them. Looks nice. And guys, I really intend to do some differences between the FMS and the Free Wing A-10. David Christie, that's for another day. It's too early for me to tell right now, but I definitely want to let you know. And I'd like to put the FMS is smaller by like 8 inches, but it also only takes 1 battery. So once I get this unboxed, we'll talk a little bit more about the notable differences that I know right away. I got a manual this time, that's awesome. The ordnance kind of right away looks a little better. I mean, hey, thanks, Cincinnati. Thank you for that. $2 for my F-18 slush fund. I got a lot of work to do, y'all. I got to build this baby. Look at that Maverick. So one other thing that we flew today, and Dave's RC, you'll like this. Captain Mike has been really enjoying his A6 Intruder. His A6 Intruder. So Captain Mike was flying his A6 Intruder today. He's got Nerf Vortex Howler whistles on it. Guess what else? Smoke bomb. He rigged up this crazy awesome like 6-minute smoke bomb deal and had it connected to the bottom of the Intruder, and I filmed it. I filmed him flying that smoke bomb around for 2 flights, and it looked awesome. The A6 Intruder with the smoke bomb looked killer. Holy smokes. There's so much. Hey, with all this firepower, ordnance, and things like this, if we can't get them with this, then I give up. Yeah, Eric Rogers. And anybody who goes and pops for this A-10 because of this show, you tell them who sent you. Dave's RC, it's going to be fantastic. Dude, I kept laughing. I couldn't, it was so sick. The smoke coming, dude, it was so awesome. We filmed the whole thing. Dave's RC, the guys were talking earlier that we're going to, I think, maybe put up a poll of all the videos I have to do still. And let you all pick what's next. All right. Look at that. That looks nice. And that's the inside of it. One of the verticals. You know what's cool though? The I don't know if you can see it. The rivet detail and stuff. That's awesome. I chased down the mailman for this today. So again, waiting since June 12th for this aircraft. And then finally it's showing some two spars, same size. That'll be easy. No doubt about what's going on there. There's this pod that goes on the fuse and it glues on apparently. Look at that, man. Here he is. And this one's it's just foam in there, so it'll gator too. But I'm super excited to try out this I like the rivet detail on the front of the cockpit. I'm super excited to see how this flies. It should be lighter. It only takes one 6S battery instead of 2. Oh yeah. We're saving the best for last. Look at this. Solid screw together assembly, guys. This thing is going to be fantastic. There's the elevator. Oh man, this is the moment of truth. Oh, smokes. This is sick. I gotta put this on. Oh my word. Look at that. Look at that. Can you get a load of this, dudes? Look at this. I've had them both. I mean, I still have the other one. I love the panel lines and the rivet detail. It looks really good. And I'm so excited about, I like this too, to cool your components right here. They are in runners. I can't wait. And they're 70 millimeters, so they're light. The gear door stuff looks pretty good, you know. And another feed for probably ESCs down here. This is exit air, not intake air. And then, yeah, 70 millimeter 12 bladed in runners. It's got this plastic ring around the front there. and then you've got those 70mm in runners. And apparently, I never flew the other one, but apparently there was a thing about the thrust line a little bit. So I think they did some work on the nozzles and things like that. What goes back there, you guys? Look at that. More weapons. This is a solid feeling plane. What happened? Looks good. Holy smokes, y'all. Let's do a little mock-up, should we? A little bit. I can't help it. I kind of want to see the wings on. You guys cool with that? I kind of can't stand myself without putting the wings on. I cannot wait to try this, to be honest with you. I really can't. And it's going to take those, I'm pretty certain it's going to take those metric screws we're used to seeing on FMS stuff. Oh, that fits amazingly well. Super easy. Oh my gosh, perfect. That's a good sized bird, dude. 59 inches. A-10 is the P-47 of the jet world. They all fly great. I'm sure this won't be an exception to the rule. Need the Zen beneath your wing. Yeah, it's up in the garage, holding up a plane right now. Guys, this is going to be sick. So, I'm thinking I'll have to check out guys on the V1 and see what they're using for batteries and everything. But I think this will be a sweet one for doing. I still might use 2 batteries, but they'll be in parallel, you know. Only if I need the nose weight. But you got a nice size battery compartment. You could get a couple batteries in there if you wanted to. Now mine came from overseas, so I've got the XT90, but I think anybody gets them from in the States, it's gonna have the EC5. The price I think is the same as the other one, $469. Lee Davidson, twin 70mm in runner, and this already comes installed. There's access to get in there and take them off if you needed to. But yeah, next time we go out, this baby's going up. That's all I know. MX uses a 6,000 milliamp. Which 6,000? Yeah, Jeff's Custom RC. You know what? There's different strokes for different folks. I mean, I think this, again, I love choices. The 1700mm free wing A-10 is a badass. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it, but this is cool too. You know what I'm saying? And again, cost of entry, man. 1 pack instead of 2. So yeah, free wing one is dope. But you know, it's nice. It's kind of nice to get version 2s sometimes, because that means somebody's learning and making concessions, making things better, right? Oh man, That's sick. That's awesome. How do you see it better? I don't want to screw it up. Look at that. Thing's awesome, dudes. I like it. What'd I miss? One battery, brother. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So listen, you guys want to up close and personal look at this thing? Yeah, Ron. You want an up close and personal look at this thing? I will give it to you. I've got a lot on my list. There's videos I gotta make. There's videos I gotta edit. What's up, Ethan RC? Good to see you. Ethan RC, guys, is loving the hobby. He's flying all the time with your dad, right? Ethan RC, you ought to drop your Instagram handle on here, man. For our buddies who have Instagram, they can follow you, because Ethan's always cheesing with some new cool plane, man, on Insta. Rocking the big dogs. Yeah. Long time no see. What, this morning? You know what I mean? Yeah. He's flying all the time. Suspension retracts, Ryan? Yeah, 100%. On the FMS one, suspension retracts. Ron, you want a wrench? I'll give you a wrench. $50. Add moderator, $50. I'm so dumb. So, waiting to see. All right, Lee Davidson's, yeah. When you pop for the Marlin because you saw my videos, make sure you tell them who sent you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be getting a Havoc from there, I believe, as well, to work up. No, they're more straight up and down, Boozer. A little more scale looking. The trailing links thing that FMS really didn't do on this. Ironically, other than Dave Kowalski, most people are changing their struts out to the straight up and down stuff, just for the geometry and fulcrum forces and things like that. Seems to alleviate the bounce for a lot of guys, unless you're just already Johnny on the spot, ace of the base. Yes, 50 USD, Dave's RC. So ARC Madness. So I asked the lady at the drive up, I said, which one? For they got Slurpees or whatever at McDonald's, and I had eaten, so I stopped on my way home. I said, red or orange? She said, she was kind of rude to begin with, but I keep them on long enough where they finally like kind of chill out and have like be people. And so I go, red or orange? She says orange, and I almost said red just because she was being a stinker, but I was like, orange looks good. So orange is actually like peach. So I'm pretty excited about it actually still, because it was hot and dry enough out there that, you know, dust was falling off of my face. Anyway, yours was 100, Dennis. Yeah, Jeff. You guys fly off grass at your field? I can't remember. You have both, or is it just grass, Jeff? Oh my goodness, so good. So good. Ethan RC says that his buddy Christian RC is getting his first plane soon. What's it gonna be? What's he getting first? Because that's awesome. Mary Boozer. What's that song from Timberlake? Cry Me a River? Is that what it is? Or is it the special friend discount? You only had to pay 100. Banana hobbies. Where else? What are we talking about in this chat? Holy smokes. Let me fix the camera a little bit. the build on this A-10 is going to be easy peasy. This jet ought to be available pretty soon. I think if you check horizonhobby.com, you could probably get ETA that's fairly solid. Yeah, Michael Rajka says late July. I think some guy said that you could get it right now if you ordered off a FMS model directly. So either way, tell them who sent you if you would. Awesome, Lee. Mary Boozer's playing a small violin. Ryan, you were going to ask me something before you went to the unboxing. I don't remember what it was. Just I know Mitchell was working on making those 3D printed parts for the skid on the control arms. Ethan RC also got a new Spectrum radio. Awesome. DX8 Gen 2. I think that's what I have. I like it. It'll talk to you and all kinds of stuff. I don't let mine talk to me because it drives me crazy. Trying to make video and it's like, shut up. You know what I mean? Don't talk. Ready or not, that's an excellent question. Ryan, what kind of innovations do you speculate will occur in the sport in the next 5 to 10 years? I tell you what I want to see. I would love to see technology that mixes some of the stuff that we're already seeing here and there with object tracking on cameras. So basically, long story short, because I'll go forever. I want to be able to put a camera or something on a plane that I can target what I want it to follow via a tag or just by picture, whatever, and be able to fly like formation and the shot always be there. And I think to a degree you can do some of that with some of those 360 cameras, but I think we're going to see that stuff get a little slicker. And I would also, along the same lines, I'd like to see this basically invisible fence force field bubble where guys who could fly like formation together, but there's this boundary where you can't hit each other because they'll oppose like magnets. They'll roll out from each, you know what I mean? Either one will roll away or both will divert. So you know you've gotten too close when your formation breaks. And then fireworks, what's going on? You know what I'm saying though, right? So you could really get some tight formations without having to worry about crashing. Accident avoidance system, that's it. Ethan RC's gonna fly the Flightline RC Corsair in the morning, P-47, Spitfire, and P-38. Ready or Not says he needs that force field for the ground. Eric Quinn says when they make a small 360 it will go nuts. Formation is tough and you have to be willing to lose your plane. Just a few minutes, Captain Photon. I mean, I'm in the same town, same community, yep, like Geofence. I'm closer to work than I was before, and I was only maybe 5 minutes from work before. I mean, crazy. Terrain, pull up. Fun. Holy smokes. It's already been an hour, so that's the unboxing. There's nothing to it, guys. The FMS A-10 twin 70mm in-runner, 12-bladed fans. I'm excited to see how this baby goes. I got to get some 6000s, I think, but I'm gonna try just the standard old, 5000 in there as well, since I have so many of them. Ethan RC, thanks for liking my repaint on the FMS P47. That's been really neat. I had a guy reach out in the comments section who told me his uncle was one of the Tuskegee Airmen, and he's still around, which is just fantastic. Yeah, Roy, no property to fly off of. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, Captain Photon. I mean, the linkages and everything's done for you. See, FMS planes didn't always used to be like that. And then they started making them as easy to deal with as e-flite Horizon stuff. Everything's done already. A lot of times the decals are already done, which I appreciate that, honestly. I mean, it's cool when they're not, but you see me flying around a bunch of naked F-18s lately because I am not even dealing with it. Thanks, Dave's RC. I see you. 5,000 to 5,200. I'll check that out. I'll watch some videos on V1 and see what I can glean in the way of information. Show the nose again. All right. Eric Rogers. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, these guys have to realize that if they could make a slick little accident avoidance system or something like that, I think a lot more guys would try, flying together. There's been some really cool formation flying lately all over the place. I still got one to put out. I'm telling you, I can't get them all done, y'all. And then I don't want to do them every day because you gotta sleep sometime. Solo shot 3. That stuff that stays on, I'm not impressed with those yet. I haven't seen any. I've seen a little bit of RC on the solo shots, but I wasn't impressed. I mean, if you hover it right in front of yourself, no problem. But maybe the 3's better. Terrain avoidance. Awesome. You want to see the Gatling? All right. I need a battery in it just to balance it. Look at that. Coming down fast. Sweet. Dang, dog. Chill. Oh, I almost built this thing today. I just didn't have time. Dave's RC. It is sweet. I can't wait to check it out, man. And I'm also excited because I know I'm going to be getting out the free wing one too. I want to see them both next to each other and flying like on the same day, so I can really talk about what I see in the way of differences. You know what I mean? Ethan RC. Did that happen already? That's fun. Whatever. It's got a smirk on its face, huh? The A-10. Look at it. Look at them teethers. Yeah, Dave, that's what I'm thinking. For a long time, I think that's what people always want. Comparisons. But I think it's been easy to not do them. Everything kind of needs when you're working in this business, everything kind of needs to stand on its own in a weird way. And then when I got my start in the magazine side of things, and you were never, this was like rule. You were never ever in a million years going to compare one to another in an article. And so it kind of got in me not to do that. But man, when you watch other YouTube, it's like, yo, people want to know. Everybody's comparing everything. the orange one versus the red one, which was better? You know, figure out a way to clickbait the title and let's do this thing. So Wesley's done a good job at comparing some things, you know. You know, just throwing that information out there without any kind of agenda and letting the customer make up their mind. That's what's up. You know what I mean? So what's right for you? You got loads of batteries and you don't mind taking the wing. I think I can get this one back and forth to the field without taking the wings off, even though it's super easy to do it. So when I don't have a lot of time to fly and I got to take something apart to get it places, it doesn't come to the field as often, especially in my world, which is a little different. I know Boozer's used to this now too, where a lot of times you're flying the stuff that you got to get done or that you haven't flown yet, and you're walking past your favorites, you know, like aren't getting the attention they deserve. But yeah, hey man, got videos to make, y'all. It's crazy how after years of doing this, it's as much, I mean, obviously it's about the planes, but it's as much about making the videos and the engagement with everyone as it's as much fun as the planes are. I mean, the whole thing now is all the whole. You know, it's all, yeah, Kevin and Wesley flew together the other day, F-16 and F-35. I got to get one. I was going to get an F-35 or an F-15, but I might have to fix an F-18. I don't know. Peach. Wonder how Flight Fest is going. Not hearing anything. Man, they've had stuff up everywhere, man. If you get on Instagram, it's all over the place. Probably Facebook as well. Boozer flew today. Some more formation with Kevin. Awesome. Yeah, the F-35. I want to get one and gyro it up and keep it as light as I can. At Lowe's getting bee killer. A mud bog. Oh. You know, it's cool, man. You watch the aerial shots of that event as the plane has gone, or as the time has gone, the weekend or whatever. And yeah, there was one trail at the beginning. Now there's a bunch of like mud roads through that place. You know what would be interesting for the sport? Do videos with celebrities, sports, film, etc. Yeah, you'd have to have folks willing to crash them and pay and, you know, absorb that cost, because somebody who's new is going to crash them. I know it would be hard, but compare it. Whoa, Fred, thanks, man. I know it would be hard, but compare FMS A-10 to free wing, FMS F-18 to free wing. Okay. So far, I haven't flown the FMS A-10. There's definitely kind of like the more scale up and down struts, and then it takes one battery. It's twin 70mm end runners that are 12 bladed versus the 80mm. Thanks. Some 80mm 9 bladed fans that are in the free wing A-10. The free wing A-10 is bigger by about 8 inches. It's got a very neat structure in the wing that keeps it really light. It does take 2 batteries. It's heavier, but it's a solid plane. I mean, you know, here's the deal. Choices. You get what you pay for. If you want a little bit more plane, if you want a little bit more maybe durability, if you want more, you know, you get more with more money, size alone, and then ruggedness and all that kind of stuff with the free wing one. But that's not to say this one's any kind of slouch. I haven't flown this one yet, so I can't say yet, but I can't wait to get a chance to have the vocabulary of both of these planes to be in my repertoire, so to say. So yeah, that. So I'm super excited about it. I like the idea of one battery. I'm most excited to see how I'm going to do a little research and see what the differences are, in fact, between the version 1 and the version 2 of the FMS planes against each other. And then also this model against the Freewing one. So choices. One is 59 inches, one is 67. You get more plane with the Freewing, so it's going to cost a little bit more money. The same thing goes for the Tiger Cats, but flip it. So the FMS Tiger Cat is more money, but it's also a bigger bird. You get suspension retracts out of the box. It looks really good. It takes one 6S pack instead of two 4S packs. So both are fantastic planes. One's 1600 millimeters, that's what, 63 inches. And then the other one's 1700 millimeters, 67, but it takes one 6S pack. Comes with what, that awesome suspension. It looks super scale, and it's like $250 more dollars. Not surprising that it costs more money. I think it's fantastic to have choices. I love it. I can't wait. I hope to get a chance to do that Tiger Cat as well. The Flightline F7 is fantastic. And if you've got a bunch of 4S packs, that's the way to go. If you're not in 6S territory yet, by all means, that's the one to go with. Kevin Farrow says, we flew the F-16 and the Yak 130 today. Much better formation. We try to get real close. The best formation is when you don't care what you have. Not that you don't like it, but that you're willing to let it go down. Same bird, Ryan, just different paint job. What, version 1 versus V2? I don't think so. I think they did more. I know they've upgraded ESCs. They might have even changed, I know they changed the wing plug system, and then also I think the thrust line out the buckets, and I think they also enlarged the battery bay, but I'll have to, there's a video that actually FMS Model YouTube channel did a video that talks about the differences on the version 2 versus V1. I believe either that, or it was also just touting its features. So yeah, Bobby Good, what's going on, man? Sticky monkey pants. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a crown, getting a crown on my guy. You guys always call me King Rat when I pop in on those other chats. Oh, so fun to fly with Captain Mike, Bobby Comida, and Adam C. tonight. It was super hot. Some other guys out flying some gassers at the field. Always a good time out there. The wind was mostly down the runway. Got a little crossy, but we got to fly that Marlin, and I think that's cool, man, to be able to do some of the first videos on that thing. Captain Photon, otherwise known as Captain Crouton, according to the boozers. David Christie. It's yeah, to each his own. It's a 6S power plant, though, also. So I mean, you got to do what's right for you. I've seen them both, but I've only flown one. I want to fly the bigger one. I want to try the bigger one. Is there an opening out the back of the landing gear pod on this A-10? Yes, and that is how I mean, it's not an opening per se, but it will accommodate the flaps doing what they got to do. You know what I mean? So they can go down and do what they got to do without getting in that landing gear situation. But open, like, no, not open, just like beveled. Crouton. Yikes. Those factory servos are burning out. What, on this thing? People must be flying it then. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so cool. I can't wait to get it together, y'all. Kevin says I'd get the smaller A-10, but I can't give up Freewing A-10 custom paint. No way. Yeah, man, sometimes, look, sometimes you gotta have both. Like, I've had both F4s. You gotta do what you gotta do. I've had both F-18s. Oh, yeah. So to compare the FMS F-18 and the Freewing one of you guys asked me about that as well. They're different variants. The FMS one is $269 instead of like $469. It takes, I think 4,000 packs are the best in it. I'm sure you can get bigger in there as well as smaller. It's an in-runner 70 millimeter, the F-18 from FMS. Suspension struts out of the box. It's got a nice plastic cap on the wing root glove, like leading edge extension. It's a nice, solid little plane. It's got a regular elevator, not a full flying stab. So, Jeff, I see you. I think that may be the thing on the 18 too, but don't know. So, the Freewing F-18 is, like I said, $200 more, but it's huge. It's a 90 millimeter. It's got lights on it. Suspension is amazing. It's the Legacy, you know, with the nice different intakes and different wing root, you know, leading edge extension, kind of Coke bottle deal. It's got an option to go 80 millimeter fans, but I think you have to hop it up. It's hard for me to think of a 6S 80 millimeter doing that F-18 justice. So like a hot setup on 8S or 10S or whatever, you know, would probably do well. But man, it's a great plane. It looks really good. It goes together amazing. The big Freewing F-18 on looks alone is gonna win, but on flight character they both fly amazing. And again, to each his own, like on battery requirements. I think if I had to fly one off grass, I'd want the bigger one. But I know our buddy in Texas flies off grass all the time with his 70 millimeter one, and he has a big batteries in it. Deuce is wild. What's happening? Orange Slurpee. I can't get enough. Oh my goodness. So good. I swear I'm going to get another one after this. So we've done an hour, guys. Deuces Wild, good to see you. Don Willman, good to see you. Captain Photon, Jeff's Custom RC, Wings 88, good to see everybody in here. Captain Photon, hello, what? Dave's RC, he's in and out. That's what she said. Still vote Marlin video next, says Dennis. Dennis is probably going to win on the Marlin video next, ladies and gentlemen. Lon Luvar, what's going on? I just saw you on Facebook doing something completely non-RC and it looked awesome. What was it? Fishing or boating or something? Uh, or mowing the lawn and drinking lemonade. I can't remember what it was. um, what the hell with this language? What's up, Barry G? Winner of Plains. That should be like a Game of Thrones thing. Winner of Plains. Fishing. Yeah. Water. That's close. Boozer says Marlin. Awesome. David Christie says, who's going to the Jolly Good in August? Caught some nice largemouth bass. Did you eat it? Dennis the Shark Killer Farley. That's right. That is right. So, you guys who do Instagram, follow RC Jetworks too, because he's doing Jets over Kentucky. Sometimes you can follow a hashtag of an event like Jets over Kentucky 2019 and see what's going on from all whoever's there posting, which is kind of cool, right? Deuces Wild did a catfish fry today. Fantastic. Those things are delicious. It's like the butter's built in or something. I swear. It's like the butter's already in them. Raymond Molina, what's going on? Programming the DX6E, says Reckham Royce. Jim Reed, hey guys, not RC, but have to tell you, while setting up camp today in Oshkosh for AirVenture, we got to see the XP82 fly in. That's cool. I'll have to look that up and see what it is. David Christie, largemouth bass to me tastes blah, but it is good meat. The best. Yeah, well, we're talking catfish too. Oh, Kevin Farros, that's not even fair. Which F4 did you keep, Brian? That says a lot about a bird. Well, I would say in this case, not so much. But I'll tell you anyway. Twin Mustang, yeah, thanks. I'm so dumb. I should have known that. The X threw me off. P82, right? So, I kept the big free wing one for a few reasons. I've got a JP fan in it and JP brakes. I want to fly it some more. My e-flite one, I crashed into a bale of alfalfa and messed up the intake, fixed it up, brought it with me to Muncie, didn't want to pack it, sold it to a kid for super cheap. I sold it for so cheap that they called me, they thought I was some kind of crackhead or something. Right, Timber Brothers. Captain Photon likes tuna steak more than Ethan RC, but that's just him. You know what? Tuna steak's amazing if they cook it. Most of the time it's pink in the middle. It's like, what cook it, you know? I used to get this quattro formaggi pasta. It was delicious with this blackened tuna steak, you know? Blackened tuna. But I was like, cook it. Cook it. Mrs. Boozer, when I get the Marlin, you'll have to fly it nice. Yeah, guys, get your orders in because I'm not sure how many there are coming, but you might have to wait for a while. I think they said mid-August, which is getting close. Oh, Laura, you can fly this thing. You can fly. It's easy. You know what's cool about that Marlin? I said it earlier. It's like, it's enough jet to be fun for a guy with lots of experience. You know, it's like funny, everybody talks about learning on the simulator. Well, sometimes you want to learn on something, you just don't care what happens to it. Like, there's stuff I'll try on planes like that just feel really light. And it's not because I don't value them, it's because I'm just super comfortable with them. There's less pucker factor. They don't usually feel or fly as heavy. You can go slower with them, those kind of things. I think you can totally fly that Marlin. Pardon me, long day. What was Lori flying today? Valiant or some other stuff? Spread your wings. No caffeine. You're right. I didn't get a chance. You're right. Didn't get a chance to grab 2 Americanos on my way home. Oh, man. David Christie. All right, you guys. Man, so I'm going to have to put together, I don't even know how many videos I got, but I got a lot of videos from Jet Jam I haven't done, Neffy here since we've been back. Crisp and clean, no caffeine. I'll take a shot of your finest bellows, please. You will see what she was flying this week. We have 6 videos coming out this week. 6 videos. That's a lot, man. We got a YouTube talk later or something. Makers, yeah. It's all gone, Anthony. I finished it off. My buddy Andrew Williams got me some at the show the other day, and I finished it off the other day. My tongue might hang on these collapse. Hilarious. So I'll have to compile a big list. I want you guys to go over to the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group and vote. I'll put up a poll. You guys are going to make me have to go to the store. It's 10:30. It's not going to happen though. Anyone free to take my girlfriend out when my F-22 comes in? I'll pay minimum wage. 10-year-old charter. Jim Beam factory lost 4 million barrels due to a fire. Moment of silence, please. Part 4 of the F-16 customizing coming soon, guys. Check it out at Jeff's Custom RC. Tap the bell, enable notifications. You should turn on post notifications for your buddies on Instagram as well. You want to see what they're doing. A lot of times you get like a mini review on my Instagram of videos that are coming out or have already been released. Yeah. Well, the finale of your F-16 video, cool. Fantastic, guys. So pumped. So since we're all about off track a little bit tonight, you guys who shop online, bookmark my Amazon link or have your wife do it and go through. So if you click on the store, what happens is that'll take you to a regular page. That'll take you to a regular page on Amazon, and then you'll have access to the search bar, and you can do you can type in whatever you want at that point, and whatever you purchase through when you arrive on Amazon, whether the thing is on my store or not, whatever you purchase earns money for us. And there's that big Amazon Prime push or sale. I think tomorrow and the next day, something like that. It's Prime Day. So if you're doing Amazon stuff, go through my link. If you're doing that Prime stuff, if you're taking advantage of those sales, if you're going on Amazon, if you shop on Amazon anyway, whether it's RC related or not, consider bookmarking that link for that stuff. I've got buddies. Somebody bought like 6 90mm FMS fans the other day. Cool. And then my buddy in California, one of them, Mike, he gets loads of stuff for his business all the time. It's like tools and hydraulic stuff and stuff that's not on the store at all. And it all helps us keep staying in the game. So appreciate that. If you're going to take advantage of that Amazon Prime Day savings sale thing that they're doing, consider going through me as well. Thanks. Yeah, Dennis Farr. Man, I tell you what, Dennis, you already can't wait till Neffy next year, right? I mean, these are the funnest times of our life. Bob the Good gets his dog shampoo from Ryan's Amazon store. Yeah, that's right. A lot of you guys get a lot of. A lot has gone through that store, and it's very helpful. Yep, a small percentage of that earns money for us. It's weird about YouTube and the way that works. Like it's like we have to be careful about how we talk about it. We can't say things like it supports our channel or whatever. I really am supposed to be really cut and dry. Like it earns us money. Qualifying purchases earn us money, but no incentive. Like help us out. Like it does this or that. It's supposed to be really easy. Jeff, I've had it so long I can't remember. I mean, it's the kind of stuff when you're getting it, when you're out there trying to survive, you scrape the bottom of the barrel and you find these avenues. Poke around on the site. There's probably a link somewhere that says something about affiliate marketing or influencer marketing, something like that. So check that out. And then what you'll have to do is you'll link to them. It's a bit of an application or something. So you'll link to them your best social media platform: YouTube, Instagram, whatever, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, Facebook, and influencer marketing is what they call it. It's a huge deal actually all over the web. There's us guys that do it in RC that didn't even know we were doing it, kind of. So I just kind of took the ball and ran with it. So that's what's up. Multiple trickle-ins make F-18s happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, check that out. And if you have the right credentials or the numbers or the following or whatever, they'll let you do it. Anthony Sanfilippo, man, I'm sorry you had that experience. I've actually been, seeing those posts all, week, and I really would like to go check that place out sometime. I'd like to see some of those things fly that they're making. Me and my kid are really into when they build the Star Wars stuff. I'll be completely honest. To have a plane that looks like, now they're painting them up really nice, and I'm not trying to be derogatory, but planes that are scale, like Cubs and jets and things like that, I want them to look like jets and airplanes. But fantasy models or stuff that doesn't exist, you can't go out there and buy an X-wing, you know what I mean, or a Star Destroyer or Anakin's ship or whatever. You got to make it. So that's what I think that stuff is great for. This stuff I don't want a Cub that looks like that. I want a Cub that looks like a Cub. But they definitely, look at that. Look at them. They definitely fill a need or something, because that place does amazing. They bought a golf course. They bought a golf course. I'm selling dog shampoo. You tell me. I do like smaller events as well. That's what she said, Captain Photon. Nice site. We talking about my site, Anthony? Yeah, we've got that. We've got the Teespring store. There's ways. There's Patreon. I've got 6 guys that do Patreon, which is awesome as well. Keith Wisman, first time catching you live. Wow, that's amazing. Thanks for coming by. I hope you're not disappointed. This is episode 49. We've done this almost a year. Mary Boozer RC, the Star Destroyer looks like it flies bad, but I still want one. Here's the deal. I was talking to my kid last night about it a lot. He's 7. So he's just learning. But there's things that I think they do wrong on the things they build every time. For instance, I would want to see that Star Destroyer with like EDFs, not like propellers hanging off the sides with sticks. And the big one, it seemed super, a lot of the stuff seems super tail heavy. It's like, load up the nose, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Load up the nose. I mean, paper airplane doesn't fly unless the front end is heavy. Heavier than the back. And if you look at a Star Destroyer or any of these jets that we fly and you learn, like the tail heavy ones don't fly more than once usually. So it's like, man, load that nose up a little bit and then go for it. So, and there's also some ideas I had for vertical stability that could be like cheated into the design that wouldn't look like they were there. And then you wouldn't have to have the bridge be such a vertical, it's too small to be effective for how big the craft is. Does that make sense? In my mind, I'm like all nerding out on engineering, but I think there's ways to make that have a vertical stability built in without having it be obvious. Anyway, we want to do some of that, but it kind of, I also wanted to be out in the country too, but we bought a house that's not. I get it, Victor. Get out of here, man. You got things to do. That laughing guy on flight test is, yeah, I got no problem with those guys, man. They definitely serve a purpose. I wish, honestly, I would love to collaborate with them. I think they need a foamy specialist. You know, they're building, they do some reviews and things, but I think most of us are really astute as to what's available on the market at any given time. Like a lot of us know what planes take what batteries and what skill level they probably, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like we follow this thing. Like that's kind of like there's multiple disciplines of aviation hobby, but there's, you know, we're in this like foamy innovation, you know, historical appreciation category. It's kind of recreational. It's usually never for any contests, you know. There's a huge Warbirds over Goshen or something thing. It's big planes. They're awesome, but it's like some of us might be doing that, but most of us are cool with these foamies, man. And you know what's funny is if you go to any of those big shows, you'll see the same guy with the same plane he had the last 5 years, and that's great. But it's like, man, I want to go through these things. I want to fly them all and try them all and hang on to the ones that I feel fly special. You know, that's my deal. Foamy, don't you know me? That's funny, deuces. I really don't want to keep you for long, guys. I feel sometimes like I'm just not prepared, but most of the time I'm not prepared, truly. But it doesn't keep me from, I mean, looking forward to it all the time. I chased down the mailman today, so this thing showed it was finally making progress and showing up in town after sitting what appeared to be stagnant. And then I was working out of town this morning, and it showed that they had attempted a delivery. And so I went by the post office thinking that it was an express kind of situation, and that since it's been on its way for so long, they would hustle. And it wasn't at the post office. So I was like, can you tell me where your carrier is? You know, I'll just go meet him. And they're like, this pissed me off. And they're like, Ethan RC, see you later. Never stop the RC, man. Absolutely. Follow Ethan RC, ladies and gentlemen, on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Ethan, drop your handle again one more time on Insta for our buddies. And so the guy says, yeah, we can't tell you that, where the carrier is. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, you're kidding me, right? I mean, your trucks are branded, like totally marked. Like you just can't see a mail truck and not know what it is. But you can't tell me where the guy is? Give me a break. So, so I stalked the mailman, dude. I went and I found a mailman and I asked him, I said, hey man, do you deliver over here? And he's like, no, that's Willie. And I go, where do you think he's at right now? And he told me. And so I went over there, I found him. And he was cool, and he gave me my package. And I mean, I know the guy from delivering mail to our business and all this stuff. I was like, hey, Willie, check it out. Listen, let's do it this way. And I said, hey, Saturday we're open, but I'm on the truck doing jobs a lot. No one's in the office on Saturday. So if you get big boxes on Saturday, just business closed. That way when I get done for the day, I can go right to the post office and pick it up. I don't have to like stalk you. Because it's always Saturday, and it's always a show day, and it's always a new plane I want to bring and show you. Especially, I've been waiting on this one forever. I knew this was coming months ago before they ever shipped it, which was a month ago. So, yeah, I said, hey, Willie, man, cool kid. I said, hey, man, I really appreciate you bringing it out and making an attempt. Nobody was there, and it's kind of spotty on Saturday. We never know. So, and believe it, these boxes are huge in a mail truck. You don't want to mess with these things. You want to deliver them. I used to carry mail for 3 years in Muncie. Anyway, so I was like, man, Willie, yeah, just leave it, market business closed, and then when I get notified and I'm available, I'll just come in and get it. Now, of course, during the week, you know, drop it off like it's hot. But, yeah, when it's Saturday, just keep it at the office. What made me mad the other day was FedEx acting like they tried to deliver on a Saturday when I was there all day, and they hadn't. Sean Gallagher's got it pretty good where his carrier will call him ahead of time to let Sean know when she has large packages. Nice to live in a small rural community. That is nice. I'm out of here. Good seeing you, Ryan, and everyone. Until next time, David Christie's out of here. A flood of emojis, ladies and gentlemen, for all our departing friends and viewers. Remember to subscribe, tap the notification bell, all that good stuff. Give it a thumbs up. See you soon, guys. Thanks for the show, Ryan. Check out Jeff's Custom RC, everybody. Flight videos coming up after tomorrow's flights. That's a quick turnaround. Yeah, man, check out your buddies. Good to see you all. Mary Booster got his lights off of the store. Thank you for that. Dennis Farley says good night, and don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Beat it. I'm just kidding. Mitchell Farley, what's up? Thanks for the emoji flood. Cheers, Photon, Crouton. Thumbs up. Deuce is wild. Oh my goodness. A little heartbroken on my crash, y'all. Ugh. I don't want to go through. I'm gonna do it, but I don't want to. But here is a YouTube link. All right, Ethan RC dropped his YouTube link. He's not able to drop his Instagram link. I am leaving soon, Ryan, because of your crouton jokes. I didn't trigger you, did I? Did I invade your safe space with the crouton jokes? It's Mary Boozer's fault. I learned it by watching him, all right? Bob the Good, what's up? With the emoji Fred Barron RC, appreciate those. Check out Rick and Roy's RC, guys. New stuff coming soon. Absolutely, man. Brian Chambers, what's up? Don't leave Mad Ricky, just leave. Come on. Don't do triggered, says Boozer. I get it. You and Boozer share the same blood. Oh, Captain. Don Willman, what's happening? Hangar 51. Nice. Anybody else want a $50 blue wrench? I'm just kidding. Wreck-em Roy dropping them. Just go on Instagram and look up Ethan RC. You'll find me easily because I'll be the one with the paper plane. 54321. He's ready for me to go. Crouton, we also share hats. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find another one because I just can't talk. I can't even. Oh goodness, Hangar 51. I'm just gonna dilly dally and let someone answer for me because it hurts my feelings. It wasn't my fault either. I am the first to take blame, even when there's a doubt of whose fault it is. Pilot error. My fault. This was not me. F-18, dude. Free wing. Sucked. Just finished putting together my P-51D Mustang 1700 millimeter. Do you have this plane? No, I do not. But I have the plane to match my hat. Get on it, Ryan. I don't know, man. My budget is blown on probably replacing what I shouldn't have to. Sanford, post some more videos. We're waiting, bro. Captain Mike, what's up? 18, oops. Yeah, it wasn't my oops, but I gotta suck it up though, I'm sure. We bought a house today. I should be like over the moon, but I'm just like, me and Bobby Committa went out to get it through the mint fields. I come home smelling like mint. Keith Wisman, no, I do not fly RC helicopters. I have flown a couple, and they're cool, especially if you like helicopters. You know what I mean? They're just not my deal. They're not my thing. I don't do micros either, really. I have, but I'd like to get one for me and my kid to, do close to the house. But I don't really go for it on purpose. Captain Photon, Mike knows I miss him. That's all that counts. Don Willman pulled it out in time, though. Ladies and gentlemen, can you finish the punchline for that? Yeah, this one's not going in the operating room. This one's going to the morgue. Hangar 51. Build, flight, crash, repeat. It's cool if it's my fault. It's not cool when it's not. Anyone else take advantage of the FMS sale? Got the P-47. It's gonna be your 4th P-47 in the hangar. That's awesome. Thank you, Captain Photon. You just crashed a... Yes, and I am sick. Thank you, Dave Kowalski. Happy birthday to Terry, right? Belated. Was it just a couple days ago? Did Terry have a birthday, Dave? Thank you, Fred Barron. Don Willman almost crashed the P-38 last weekend. Started controlling itself. Banked right hard. Yikes. What's up with that? I did, just want stuff to work. That's it. That's it. We're not unreasonable for wanting reliable stuff. July 10th, she says thank you. You're very welcome. I think I saw a snippet, a picture, maybe you were out or something for your birth. Pulled it out. I just had one of those too on the 30th of June. Pulled it out in time, says Don Willman. Yes. Captain Photon. You're naughty boy. They're not gonna. You can't eat your pudding unless you've had your meat. Um, Mid-airs very rarely happen. Yeah, right. I've had two, and they were like in the same week in the same piece of sky. I was flying the same plane. Twilight Zone, weird, right? Did you guys see? Speaking of Twilight Zone, weird. Did you guys see? Surely you did online. The I think it was a Boeing that had like a big old piece of the spinner or whatever on the turbine, just beaten up inside of the nacelle of one of the engines. Man, that was crazy. What would that? And how's come there's only that much film of that? Like, wouldn't you like film the like the whole thing, or they say, buckle up, we're gonna do an emergency landing? I don't know, man. I think I would have filmed the whole thing. Just like, okay, MD-80, MD-88, something like that. Um, the that was crazy. That'd make me nervous, obviously. Anybody on that plane, I'm sure. The stator saved it from going through the compressor. Yeah, it looked like it was. Did that engine eventually just fail? Like, was it putting out any thrust? I mean, you could see it glowing red, right there in the middle. Pull the blind shut, order a big drink. Scott Will says he knows. Awesome. The stator saved it from going through the compressor. It would have been a bad scene had it gone into the engine. Yeah, right. It'd have blown it apart. Helis are what got me in the hobby when I was young, back in the early 80s, but could only afford airplanes. First RC was a Carl Goldberg Gentle Lady and Eaglet 50, then Eagle 2 all kits, ARF kits. Harley, Night in Michigan, Anthony Sanfilippo. Do your thing, man. Catch you on the flip, Sanfilip. Oh, see you later, Anthony. Yeah, I mean, it's a 9-blader, right? I missed something there, Fred. I'm sorry. Eric Quinn RC. What am I missing here? Part of this story. I was talking with RC Informer about CG that the man recommended is not right. Do you agree? Are we talking about the F-18? Let me know, Eric Quinn, because I want to know what you're talking. Thank you, Anthony. I thought it was pretty good too. Yeah, let me know, Eric Quinn, what you're talking about. Because if you're talking about the Freewing F-18, I do move my CG up. Almost 10 millimeters. And it's amazing. I fly the 5000 Admiral all the way forward with minus my thumb. I stick my thumb between my wide part of my thumb between the battery and the foam bulkhead, and that's where I put the battery. Oh, you converted it to a 12-blader. Cool. Who has an idea about any jet or plane? Don't get it, I guess. The 80 millimeter potential on that F-18. I mean, that F-18 is kind of big, right? So an 80 millimeter setup. I don't think a 6. I mean, I don't know. I don't think a 6S 80 millimeter setup would be like good enough, like enough to really do what it needed to do. So I'm thinking if it's an 80 millimeter setup, it's got to be. I think the interesting idea for me is to have a 80 millimeter setup that runs on 8S or something. That everything still weighs the same as the stock setup, but you got an 8S power plant in there, but it's an 80, keeps it light. You know what I mean? Maybe on batteries as well. But you got a couple Um, so I think that would be what the trade-off is. You know, a hot 80 millimeter setup, 8S, 10S, whatever, and excuse me, and that'd be cool. I mean, I wish I could just drop a 80 millimeter in-runner FMS fan in there and feel like it would be enough, but it's kind of a big bird, man. It'd be cool to keep it light though. It'd be really nice. I mean, I really like how it flies. Captain Photon, are you for real? Oh man. Photon, I think he's being serious. A crazy story, actually. I heard some of it in at Jet Jam. Oh my goodness. Minor league baseball game tomorrow with the family. That's gonna be sweet. Better jump the border and come back day. I tell you, I'm about ready to run for the border too. I hit Ron Johns on the way in, but man, it's been all day. I could do it again. Okay, the manufacturer's recommended CG would be so far off that you need weight in front or put bigger battery to fly right. I don't understand. I think it kind of happens all the time, actually. I mean, you guys agree? If you agree, like, go yellow emojis. If you disagree, red. We're talking about CG in a general way, broadly over the realm of manufacturers. The manufacturer's recommended CG would be so far off that you need weight in front or put bigger battery to fly right. I don't get it, but I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't think it's uncommon for manuals to be wrong. I think it's a point of reference. Obviously, people have personal preference. I think the manufacturer's responsibility is to set up, recommend a setup that ensures success for the most people. Slightly nose heavy, err on the side of caution, those kinds of things. Throws that aren't going to get you in trouble but aren't anemic. There's a balance there. You're spending enough money that you want the best you can get. And so that's why I think guys who make videos have a huge responsibility too, to say what they're doing. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, a little bit of help from someone who does know can make all of the difference in the world. Flying these planes is like stacking BBs, man. You got to have everything right. So if you've got somebody who can come alongside you and help steer you in the right direction, man, those people have a good time. Captain Photon, I know you're lying. And Fred Barron, you say like the e-flite F4. The e-flite F4 doesn't call out any flap to elevator mix at all. I think that may be what you're talking about. But we all know how much elevator, anybody who's got the Freewing one or had it or followed it knows how much mix it requires. Why wouldn't the e-flite F4 also too require some up elevator when you dump those barn door flaps? It didn't call out for it at all. I made a video on it. I think I started at 12%, maybe ended up a little less. Dennis Farley, I'm kind of in your camp too. Almost everything feels tail heavy to me on stock CG. Look, the Marlin calls out what, 2200, 2800 or something batteries. I maidened on a 3000 and it felt great CG wise, upside down, right in the meat of the airfoil, near the fuselage. And wow, Brian Chambers, cool, man. She play well? Captain Photon. He says, welcome, Brian. I've been owning Mary Boozer the whole night. All you need to know. Scott Will, speaking of the e-flite F4, is that a good flying plane? With the current discount, my Horizon rewards, I'm thinking about it. Not sure, though. Just fly high-performance balsa most of the time. Man, you know, take advantage of those savings. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you only live once. They're foam. You keep them forever or you don't. And here's the deal. It will pack well into the box. If you don't like it, keep the box. Be one of the guys who's actually willing to ship something when they sell it used on the forums. Because, I don't know, it's better than keeping one around you don't like. But there's also loads of other things you could probably use your rewards on. If you're a sport jet kind of person, you maybe want to, who knows, maybe wait for that Havoc sport jet, which is supposed to be sick. I saw a video that Allie and Pete at Horizon Hobby did the other day. They milked a 7,000 milliamp hour battery for 21 minutes, which is sick. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't very, you know, fast, a lot of fast passes, but I watched the whole thing. That's crazy. I mean, I wonder what's in there. Like, I want to put that power system in everything, you know? Mary Boozer, he's not being silly. He's being totally dead serious. Calm down, Boozer. Life is too short to have bad flying planes. Dennis Farley says he's going to slam a 3000 all the way forward, then slam the left stick all the way forward and the right stick all the way back, and who knows what the hell, and see what happens. That'll work, man. That'll work. For the throws, I didn't have a manual. I went 100% high rate on everything, 30% expo. I keep it low, easy and simple so I can convey what I've done. 100% all around high rate, 30% expo. Low rate, 70% all around, 30% expo. Easy peasy, all on the same switch. I couldn't believe how it did on 2200s though too, dude. So anywhere, I'm saying, I didn't want to, I had 3600 and 4000 ready to go. The plane will fly it, but I don't think it's optimum. You're in the land of diminishing returns at that point. I think 2500, 3000 should be the top end, you know, for what that plane's going to carry. Mary Boozer, I doubt it. Not unless you piggyback it onto something else. Keith Wisman, e-flite F4 is sexy. Yes. And there's so many specials now. Yeah, you know, we didn't notice. You might want to dumb them down a little bit more, Dennis. But me and Bobby Committa and Captain Mike seem to, we kind of stuck around on low rate most of the time. Not because high rate was just wicked. It was mostly because I kind of screwed up my nose wheel and I wrenched on it. Really, I shouldn't have done it. I kind of messed it up. So it didn't want to, it just kind of made a goofy noise when I was in high rate, when I reached one end of my steering throw. And so I kept it in low rate and I didn't have that problem. But it's because I wrenched on the servo. I think any upgrade happens. If you end up messing up the nose steering after time, I think put a Metal Gear servo in there and you'll be like good for ever. You know, one of those Metal Gear little FMS jobbers or whoever makes them. 20 minutes. I'm gonna fly that Havoc, man. We're getting one as soon as they can become available. We're getting that Havoc because we want to give it a shot. 3-hour show. I can't, man. I gotta edit the Marlin videos. You guys gonna watch every bit of it? I tell you what, I'm actually so excited about the intruder with the smoke bomb on it. That was sick. You guys who like these videos we make, you should get me on Instagram as well, because I make them like a highlight, like kind of a minute version of those videos. I smash them down, and they're fun. They're fun too. Let's see how Instagram's doing right now. Wouldn't it be funny if I went live? Yep, first shot on the feed is flight test. Flight test. Whoa. Put this one up last night. It's got about 1,000 views, some comments. Dennis Farley's always showing up. Some other guys I only see on like Instagram. So it's I don't know. Anyway, it's cool. Check it out there. Let's see. Megabike 67. I need the Marlin video before I get the plane. You'll get it, Dennis. Don't you worry. I want to see videos, not your mug so much. I hope you're kidding, right? Mitchell Farley, Premiere Pro is the answer to that question for editing. That's it's a subscription-based deal, so it's like $23 a month, which sucks. But anyway, otherwise it's tougher. It's easy to kind of just let it roll, and honestly, it's not about cutting things out. It's about fixing what you get. I've made enough videos with these multitude of different cameras and had such crap that I like being able to mess with the light and the exposure and all that stuff. Does that open shot allow you to do things like that, Lori? Are you able to play with the color and the exposure and zoom and scale the images? You're missing it, Brian. It's I'm not showing what I got when what I have is crap. You guys wouldn't want to watch it. When the sun blows out the whole shot that you don't see the plane, and I play what you guys never know. You don't know what I do to them to make it where you can see this stuff. Because half the time it's garbage. If it's sunny outside, depending on your setting, I'm not the cameraman. I'm the guy who edits what I get. So there may be, oh crap. There may be a way to fix camera settings, but you would think after this long, somebody'd have that down by now. You can purchase an upgraded version that I think will allow you to do that, but not the free version. Yeah. That's why I keep Premiere Pro, so I can salvage what we get. Because a lot of times, editing isn't to hide things. Editing is to value your time and to also not screw up our own efforts on YouTube by if we let it roll for 30 minutes when the video only needs to be 7, you're clicking off that video and we don't get the watch time we need. YouTube is a crazy game. And if I'm making videos, I want to make them where you can see them. So I'll zoom them in. I'll fix it where the light is blown out the aircraft and you don't see it at all. I'm all the time pumping up the audio because it's not good enough. I mean, I work my butt off on these videos. So the editing, it's not a diss. I'm not taking it as one. I know our buddies in Slovenia, it's like a badge of honor not to edit their videos. Oh, that'd be awesome. I wish I could just do that, but I can't. I've done it this way too long, trying to deliver a quality product, and that's the difference sometimes. That's why it takes longer. Appreciate it, Photon. I wish I could just let them fly, but they're not ready to do that. Yep. So 2 hours 5 minutes. That's what's happening. So Boozer show tomorrow. What are you doing, buddy? Lori says she fortunately doesn't have too much editing I have to do with sun and things. That's good. It must be the camera. And the software may just already do it. You know what I mean? Where I get this raw stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy that I get anything done. Dennis Farley nailed it on the head. Your videos have sold a lot of products and got a lot of people in the hobby, Ryan. That's cool. Kicking off Toss and Boss Week on the Animal Channel on Animal Planet. Is that what it is? The National Geographic Channel with Mary Boozer. Toss and Boss Week with Chip and JoJo. All right. I hate leaving, but I'm really gonna try to get something edited, I guess. See what I got from today. Take a look at this Marlin stuff. So I will maybe try to put a list together and get it out during the week of what you guys want to see done. There's a couple builds in there too. So if you wanted to see builds on, I think the Futura, the F-18, and the FMS F-18. I didn't do a build on the Freewing F-18 because James already did a good one. And I'm not gonna. I'm buying that stuff because it's awesome and I want to fly it, but I'm not doing a build. So Bill Shepard, appreciate that. So I've got to build Futura, F-16, e-flite, F-18, FMS, and who knows what else. And then a bunch of flight videos and stuff like Jet Jam and Neffy, that kind of thing. Oh my gosh, Mary Boozer. So Don Willman's heading out. See you later. Dennis Farley says Wesley's a specialist. Brian Chambers says take care, Ryan. Get some rest. Eat some ice cream. Get another slushy from Mick Ron Johns. Yeah, man. Thanks, Megabike. Yeah, we love those guys, the Prochurin chicks. I'm super excited about my new space, though. The basement I'm moving into for the show is finished. And, I mean, I'm going to tweak it and make it right. But the garage is kind of cool, got high ceiling. So I'm going to have a Studio A and a Studio B. Craft King, see you later. Dennis, I'll get you out of here when I'm ready to get you out of here. Whoa, Mitchell Farley. Get out of town, man. Thanks for the show, Ryan. I was mostly just listening, been working 3D prints all evening. I think you asked me earlier if I had flown a 3D printed plane ever, and I didn't answer you. And I won't answer you until... I have not. I have not flown a 3D printed plane. I can't help but think they would be heavy, but I could be wrong. I've seen some fly and they were amazing. Dirty D, Chris Graka, does some amazing 3D printed work. And did you see Speaking of, I don't think he even 3D printed them. Steve Hodges is really slick with molds. He made a mold. Um, he made an air brake for the F-18 that just looks like the factory did it. I mean, it's freaking dope. You know what I'm saying? it's it's so nice. Santiago, hello, my friend. I am building the F4 Freewing 8S. How this guy fly with the Admiral Gyro 6-channel receiver? Thanks. I don't. I didn't. I didn't have a good time doing it that way, but you might. I think it'd probably do okay. I think you need to be really careful with the flap to elevator mix and pay attention to what's going on when you're up with it. I didn't have a good time with it, but I think a lot of folks are having a fine time with it. Raymond Molina, see you later. See all you hanger rats tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern time on the Mary Boozer RC YouTube channel. He's changing his channel into tossing salads. So instead of airplanes, he's going to be tossing salads tomorrow on the Mary Boozer YouTube channel. That Freewing F-15 has a sweet speed brake, yes, and he used the internals and that mechanism, some of that, and I think he also, Steve will make molds, but then also 3D print what he needs to get things done. Yeah, so slick. I don't trust the Admiral Gyro receiver. I would rather use a Spectrum receiver with the separate gyro, says Victor. Ricky, you trying to get rid of me? Thanks, Ryan. Enjoy the new house. Thanks, Bill. I will. I'm so pumped because, yeah, like I say, finished basement. It's got, it was kind of like a movie room. So it's got this crazy projector thing, but it's new. It's like, not some antique thing. So it's like a pretty kind of high-tech house, and it's got like a movie screen and stuff. I think it's gonna be cool. And then Studio B will be in the garage, high ceilings, a good space where I can leave stuff alone. And that's what a set is. You set it and forget it. Barry G, see you later, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, it'll be another month before I'm there. We're going to close on both on the same day, which will be, like I say, another month and some change from now. But yeah, there's not as much to do on this one as a lot of the ones we've been in over the years. So there's still some things to do, but nothing that's going to prevent us from just getting in there right away. So that's really nice. We don't have to go live in a rental and or stay at the in-laws, who are wonderful, by the way, but we just don't want to. We won't need to, which is great. Yeah, I don't have to. There's some things I'm going to still do to this place. I mean, definitely, but nothing pressing. I mean, I took a couple walls out at this house that I'm in now. I mean, completely redesigned the place. New kitchens, new baths, big money, lots of decisions to make. Paint's easy. Paint's easy, stripping wallpaper's easy, even changing flooring's easy compared to like taking walls out and redesigning everything. So yeah, not a lot has to be done. And if there's already a fence for the dog too, so she can run, you know. It's kind of small, but still better than. She's so smart and good, but she chewed through her leash, and we haven't bought her a new one. She'll come. So a good girl. You guys are the best. I'm just out of my mind. So we got a lot done today. I'm excited about it. I'm also sad. Good night, all. Mostly been listening while clear coating. Good show, Ryan. Always pick up something useful. I hope so, Bill, man. We just jerking around over here sometimes. That will ease the load a lot, Dennis, actually. I won't have to really lose any steam in a way on my passion of RC hobby and communication. So yeah, super excited about that. And I really want you guys to just like flood the gates at what's up, In the Tube Deep? Good to see you. Hey, In the Tube Deep. You're going to become a moderator, which means you get a little blue wrench. And I would like for you to drop a link to your channel. You guys that are in here still, In the Tube Deep has been making videos for a long time. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been around a while, man, and actually just recently subscribed to me over here. I think you probably a subscriber at Motion RC and or still at the Motion RC YouTube channel we used to run, and probably just recently found me again over here. So I noticed you subscribed the other day. I appreciate that. But check out In the Tube Deep, man. If somebody else beats him to it, drop his link in here. He flies a lot at the beach, and he flies with a buddy sometimes, and he does some cool mods to these things, and he does a good job. It's neat. So check him out. Yeah, Dennis Farley. You know what's crazy about the A-10 is, like, I just want to build it so bad, but I want to film the build, so that takes more time. Oh, I see. I got you. Yeah, guys, check out his channel though too. Hey, man, you can subscribe to me as many times as you want. Captain Photon says good night. Yo, Troublemaker, what's up? Says Hanger 51. Yeah, is that what you call your partner? Troublemaker? Is that what it is? I can't remember. I think it was my buddy, Captain Mike, who first turned me on to In the Tube Deep because he was doing some cool stuff with either like a Sukhoi jet or a Eurofighter or something. All right, Lori, jeez. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye. How's that for you? Everybody weigh in. Oh, cool. He's your kid. Thank you. The F4 is my first scale model. I was flying before the e-flite F-15 and the e-flite Viper, and I did very well. I want to go to the next level. I'm very nervous to fly this guy. You know, the e-flite F4, you're getting along on the Viper and the F-15, and your F4 is an e-flite bird. I think you'll be all right, man. It's a little bit more to handle, but not a lot. You'll be all right, and you should be nervous. It means you're paying attention. You know, check out online forums and see what everybody's doing. If you do flaps, do a little bit of elevator up mix, but keep it simple. If that's a big deal, just don't do it, or just do minimal flaps. Don't do steep flaps. If you do a lot of flaps but you don't have an up mix, make sure you're like in high rate so you got enough elevator to keep things the way you want them, or just, you know, dump them. Try that stuff high. If you don't like it, get rid of it. Guys, for real, your Amazon shopping, go through the store to do it. I'm going to drop this right here, and you can see what's up. Here, let me fix this a little bit. There. So, up in the corner, right upper corner, you can see those icons, which Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, Instagram, and Patreon. Go to the Amazon store, have your wife bookmark it, and also hit the subscribe button and all that good stuff. And take advantage, if you're going to buy online anyway, take advantage of those that Amazon Prime sales deal. that's going on. That's the only way we're ever going to destroy the Death Star, and it's one of those things that just must happen if you're going to win the war against whatever the bad guys are called. I need to get the princess to bed, and it's not Mrs. Boozer. Love the what? Love the show, Ryan. Keep it on all night if you want. I got the replay. As you know, I'm a princess. All right, princess. Thanks for all your help, princess. She's the princess at the end of the Mario Brothers game that you have to go get and rescue the Koopa dudes. Appreciate you guys. 2.5 hours. Yeah, really. If you're going to take advantage of online shopping, man, do this thing. It's cool. And Wesley, we'll be at your show tomorrow night. All right, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Guys, hit the bell. Turn on notifications. Turn on all notifications for your buddies' channels. Jim Reed, getting my Ray-Bans through your store tomorrow with the sale. Speaking of Ray-Bans, you guys saw that I broke mine. I'm so bummed. I mean, I'm bummed, man. I keep breaking stuff. Like, I had a little bit of scratch saved up trying to think about getting another plane or jet. And I got to buy sunglasses and fix an F-18. I'm bummed. Anyway, life is wonderful. Not a big deal. First world problems. You know what I mean? Jim Reed, thank you for that. Awesome. You guys all show up over at Mary Boozer's tomorrow, and we're going to talk some more about 64 millimeter jets. It looks like y'all going to bed. I'm going to get lunch. Great show, Ryan. Yeah, I'm not going to bed. I don't go to bed till I pass out. In the Too Deep, appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Got to watch your F-16 vid again. That landing inverted and the flip was insane. Something to shoot for. Oh yeah, from Muncie. Yeah, I got a handful of Ray-Bans, Boozer. Yeah, that small pair I got when I was 8 years old. Those are 37 some years old, and you know they were sitting in the case at the airport for right next to the old school Coke machine. It was old school because it was old school then. You know what I mean? And that was a long time ago. I see dinner roll hair bun images, says Fred. Yeah, so I got to get me a new pair of Ray-Bans. I hit up Ray-Ban a little bit on social media with some posts. We got to start a campaign, like get Pilot Ryan some Ray-Bans or something. Hashtag something or other, and see if those guys. If you go to the Ray-Ban website though, it's all hipsters. You know, they don't know how cool we are. So. Dave Kowalski, appreciate that. Yeah, Amazon store, Teespring. That's all cool. We need to get some new designs going, but I'm super excited about the new studio. Episode 49. We're about to be at a year in just a few more shows, which is fantastic. Managed to get out despite how busy we are and actually fly these new planes, which is just cool. And figure out what I want to replace and all that good stuff. So guys, I love you. I really appreciate you. If you're gonna buy online, do it my way. That's cool. It's neat to see that I wish they would pop on here. Somebody bought like 5 or 6 of those 90 millimeter FMS fans. I almost want to know who that was. Kowalski, thanks for dropping all that in there. Guys, refer to the chat. The chat's not always immediately available right away. It has to do stuff. But if you come back the next day or in an hour or two, everything will be there. You can watch the live. You can get in on. You can see the live chat again and that kind of stuff. Got to have something big for the 1 year show. Yeah, that'd be cool. That 1 year is going to just come and go on me, isn't it, Dennis? I already just kind of passed 5,000 without making a big deal about it. Anyway, all right, everybody's trying to leave. Speaking of Star Wars, my kid's excited because we're going to let him watch Phantom Menace for his birthday or something. You guys are the greatest. So let's see. Let's do it like this. We're getting ready to check out of here. fixing some things last minute because I think this is cool, and you work so hard to do these things. It's like you might as well see them a little bit. Johnny on the Spot didn't go anywhere. I'm taking a break until I can get my show dialed in the way I want it. I want graphics for that, Johnny on the Spot, and I kind of want music, and it's going to be a thing. So it's Johnny on the Spot. It's trademarked. I own it. Don't even think about it. And I'm kidding, it's not, but still, don't even think about it. Hanger rats forever, as they say. All right. Thanks, everybody, for all your support. So excited to see you. Oot in a suit in the house. Hey, and we're leaving. Did he just show up? Yeah, we're going to do Skype and things like that. So that's what's up, Victor. That's why I'm not doing it anymore. Because I've got to switch everything over to the new software. No, you're not, Boozer. I told you I was going to do squadron patches if you didn't hurry up and get them done, and you got it done. You ain't stealing Johnny on the Spot. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. See you tomorrow on Wesley's show, maybe, if he's not stealing things. We're going to roll. We're out of here in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 you later. No, you're not stealing it, Wesley. Stick 'em, monkey pants. Stay tuned. Lots coming up. See ya. Bye-bye.